And you know, I have Steppin with Marcus J live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. We appreciate y'all staying with us as we progress through the night. We appreciate everybody that's been listening to us. Shout out to our family in New Jersey. Special shout out to our family in Georgia and Florida and New York. And we know we've had folks checking in from all over the country. So we appreciate everybody that's checked out. Of course, can't forget our folks here in the Cap City. Special shout out to all of our sponsors, Live Action Captions, Free Spirit Enterprises, JT Lewis Insurance, and our brand new sponsor, Paradigm Shift, featuring the Millionaire Mindset, our sister Roberta Hosky, who joined us earlier on this show. We appreciate all of our sponsors. We appreciate those folks that have listened to us on TuneIn, on Streamer, as well as those folks who are listening to the replays right now on YouTube as well as on iTunes. It's because y'all rock with us every single week. That's why we are rolling with y'all. So at this time, we're going to go through our rants. We're going to go through our closings, of course. Our brother, Mr. 3375, our brother, Mr. J, he is going to lead us off. You got the mic in your hand. It's time for you to go through your rant and your closing, brother. What you got?
My rant today is just everybody just need to come together far as our people. Like, something has to give. Black on black crime, white on black crime, or whatever, you stand for, or whatever you believe in. I think we just need to come together and figure out how can we do something in that community to save our youth and our people. What is the solution? Who's going to take charge? Who's going to not be that one timer? Who's going to be 100% in? And, we just need to figure out, what we can do as a community to just stop the violence as a whole, not just white on black crime, but black on black crime and just crime, period. What can we do as a community to really, stop crime altogether? And that's my rant, Mr. 3375.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Our sister Kaz, you want to grab the mic and say peace and say what up, whatever you want to close out the show with your rant and your closing. What you got, sis?
Just regularly what's on my mind. I would like to say my mother is like bugging out right now behind me. Have common sense, man. Common sense is not common, and it's annoying trying to talk to somebody that's not on the same wavelength as you, even if it's, I'm saying, something so simple like just have common sense. It's you get more respect that way. Be 100 with yourself before anybody else. That's what I say. Just be 100 with yourself. Don't worry about holding people down and all of that. Like you gotta do for you. It don't even matter what anybody feels. You gotta do for you first before anybody else. And love your mother because I said love your mother. I said love your mother. Because you only get one. And this one here, I think about her all the time. So I just had to come out here and check her out.
She's just hungry.
I'm hungry too, that's right. I'm always hungry. But I like coming in here and seeing y'all and listening to what y'all talk about. It's awesome. It's interesting. It makes me think. I like thinking.
I can
Wavy.
dig it. I can dig
Wavy.
it.
I see y'all next
It's
time.
always good to see you. I know that you are checking out the show on the radio whenever you have an opportunity. And so when it's our opportunity to get a chance to hang out with you, you come in. It's always a good day for us. So good to see you.
Always awesome to see you.
And so it's so thank you.
Always
And when you leave and when the mics get turned off and all, do something with her.
You can't do nothing.
Do something with her, man.
You can't.
We'll talk
She's
offline.
like undoable.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. At this time, of course, we got to turn the mic over to my brother, my partner, my friend, and my co-founder here at Legacy Internet Radio. It's time for him to hit us with the first smash of the year. Big Rube, it's time for you to smash. Big Rube, what you got, bro?
I feel like I should say something meaningful. I feel like I should say something important. I feel like I should say something uplifting. I feel like I should say something that will allow you to think about the things that you really need to think about it. But I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm just going to, as the kids like to say, wild out a little bit. We in the playoffs, y'all. I'm sick of all these haters out here. The NFC East sucks. The NFC East sucks. Redskins sucks. They need to change their name. I'm over it. You know, I've had to listen week in and week out to all these people who hate the Washington Redskins for something, whether it be their name or whether it be their team or whether it be the way they treated RG3 or their head coach or anything. As a Redskins fan, it is true. I'm not fond of our head coach. We can't fire him now. Great. He wanted something. We can't fire him. Well, wait till next year. You know, we can't. I'm not a fan of Kirk Cousins. Great. Now we got to pay him because he did a whole bunch of stuff. My personal opinion, I think we just need to put a franchise tag on him. Make sure we're not getting fool's gold. Pay it. $19 million, you can have it. I don't even care. I don't want fool's gold. They say our defense is terrible. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's okay sometimes, but most part, we won games with it, so that's all that matters. People say we just can't win. We're 6-2 at home. We play at home next week. We can at least win one game. Everybody wants to count us out. Everybody wants to hate us for whatever reason. But you know what? I don't care. Whether we're 6-10, 5-11, 9-7, 11-5, Super Bowl champs, NFC champs, NFC East champs, or even a stupid wild card, we can say something that only 15 other teams can say. Excuse me. 11 other teams can say. We still playing. That's right. All you Cowboy fans out there, yes, your season would be different if Romo had not gotten hurt. But as one of my good friends, who is also a Dallas Cowboy, says, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. You know, my partner, my man, my Mello, he's a Giants fan. You know, 6 of their games, less than 4 points. There you go right there. For whatever reason, they just couldn't close out. And the Eagles, well, let's just say your streak of not winning a Super Bowl championship ain't ending anytime soon. You got rid of your coach. It is what it is. Me personally, I kind of like Chip Kelly. Everybody's like, why you like Chip Kelly? Because we beat them. That's all that matters. But when it's all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, the Redskins are in the playoffs. And probably for most of you, you're probably not. And that's okay. I understand. I'm one of the biggest haters on the planet. You know? So, I'm cool. Hate us for what we are. Hate us for being NFC East champions. But keep the hate going. You wonder why? The hate fuels us. It keeps us going. And, you know, it makes me feel real good. And I'd like to leave this off on one thing. I saw this post today, which I thought was really sweet. And I'm trying to find it real quick. I probably should have did this like way before. But, of course, when I want to see it, I'm not going to find it. But it went like this. It had a picture of Keith Sweat. Can I see it, please? It had a picture of Keith Sweat on it. And it said at the top, who the Dallas Cowboys play next week? and at the bottom said, nobody. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully next time you hear my voice, the next Monday I'm here, the Redskins are about to play for the Super Bowl. But you know what? If we don't, I'll take an extra game. Big Rube, smash, out.
Ain't no half-step with Marcus J, live from the dead, Legacy and Net Radio. In a tribute for the song that Big Rube was just alluding to, the Keith Sweat song. I'm going to go ahead and play that joint for you because shout out to the Cowboys for it. So who they playing next week, Big Rube?
Nobody.
But you know what? Who the Giants playing next week?
Nobody.
Who the Eagles playing next week?
Nobody.
There you go. Big shout out to the Redskins and their fans. I don't like y'all. Y'all all punks. But y'all in the playoffs and we not. Ain't no how to step on Marcus J live from the Dan Legacy and their radio. Let me get through these rants and these closings and get Keith Sweat the hell off my damn radio. I just want to special thank you to everybody that checked in tonight who was a part of the show. Shout out to Thomas, Miss Universe, Jay Grizzy, Hakeem, Shayna, Michelle K, Lady Z, and Rosa. Anybody else who checked in. If I missed you, my apologies, but I think I covered everybody. Shout out to you. Shout out to all of our sponsors, Paradigm Shift. Shout out to Free Spirit Enterprises, Live Action Captions, Joseph T. Lewis Insurance. Shout out to those folks listening to us on TuneIn, Streamer. Shout out to those folks listening to the replays on iTunes and YouTube. It's because y'all rock with us. That's why we roll with y'all. We got a lot to do in 2016, and we're going to do it with y'all. We need y'all to help make Legacy Internet Radio continue to be one of the fastest growing internet radio stations that you can listen to. We appreciate you liking and sharing all our stuff. Like, don't just listen to the show. Like, we need you to like and share our stuff because, you know, if you think that somebody else is doing it and then you decide to not do it, then it doesn't get done. You need to be the one. If you like what you're hearing right now, if you like the programming on the flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio, if you like what you're hearing on Enliven Radio, if you like what you're hearing on All Throttle Radio, if you like what you're hearing on Deep House Sessions with DJ Renee Melendez, if you like what you're hearing on the Bob Marley and the Family Reggae Mix, if you like what you're hearing on Amplified Gospel or any of the other programming on our station, we need y'all to let folks know so that we can continue to grow. Because one day if you turn us on and we ain't here, it's because you ain't try to help us keep it going. So keep that in mind. We got much love for you, and hopefully you got much love for us so you can continue to help us do that. We're looking for more sponsors. And so if you know folks who want to get their message out, holler at us at www.legacyinternetradio.com and hit us on the Contact Us button. If you want to do your own internet radio show, we can definitely make sure that you can get a spot on Legacy Internet Radio. We started out as a bunch of cats who ain't never done radio before, so don't feel bad about not having any experience. If you want to do it, we can put you on and we can figure out a way to make it so that you become a part of the Legacy Internet Radio family. Anybody is welcome. If you are a person that has ever gave us any love, then we got a lot of love to reciprocate back to you. 804-402-2893 is the number to dial if you want to leave us a message there. When we're off air, we'll check that message and we'll definitely make sure that we get back to you. At this time of the show, we always make sure that we profile a missing and or exploited child. This week is no different. We're looking for Nazir Cephas. Nazir Cephas has been missing since December 28, 2015 from right here in the cap city of Richmond, Virginia. He's a 16-year-old black male who stands 5'8" at 140 pounds. He's got black hair, brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a gray hoodie, sweatshirt, black jogging pants, and he's got tattoos on both of his arms. If you've seen this brother, young Nasir Cephas, please contact the National Center for Missing and or Exploited Children on their website, missingkids.com, or contact the local Richmond City Police Department at 804-646-5125, or contact the National Center for Missing and or Exploited Children on their website, phone number 800-THE-LOST, 1-800-843-5673. 5678. So at this time of the show, it's time for me to close it out with my rant and my closing. I'll be very, very, very brief. Oh my goodness, I got all through all of that. Now I'm going to call myself out. I made a mistake, y'all. I made a mistake. I went through the whole show, and I almost didn't even give my big sis and my co-host an opportunity to do her rant and closing. So y'all can throw stones at me. That's my own fault. I went through everybody, and I forgot my big sis. And so she's going to tell me why she's a grown woman. But after she does that, when we go off the air, she's going to really, really jump on me, and I'm going to deserve it. So my apologies. Big sis, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Should have waved at me earlier. No, man. I did forget. I'm sorry. But you know what? I used to be perfect back when I stayed at the Holiday Inn. But I'm not perfect. I'm so sorry. Your music's playing, girl. Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Can you hear it? Yeah, I'm so going to pay for that. I'm so going to pay for that.
You know,
Hey, look, man, I'm showing contrition.
whatever.
Okay.
You know, I love that Beyonce song.
I can't hear you.
Turn my mic on.
Okay, there you go. The mic was on. You just wasn't speaking into it. Now, that time it was
And
you.
I have to sing a song.
Oh, good grief. Maybe
to
we
my-
should have
to
forgot
my
your
friend
rant.
Jay here. And I was trying to remember who sang the song, but I can't. But I'm gonna just say it. It's over and done. Huh?
What the hell are you saying? Like, we can't hear you.
No, it's not. Who sang that song, y'all?
I
It's
couldn't
not
hear
Denise
you.
Williams, right?
I
She
couldn't
said it's,
It's over and done. You know, but the heartache lives on inside.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, anyway.
You just taking it from all sides there,
It's
bro.
okay. But anyway, Happy New Year, y'all.
Okay.
It's good. I don't really have anything to
That's so horrible.
to rant about. You know, I told you before, the Cowboys belong on the mountains. You did not want to listen. All right? But anyway, I'm so happy to be here. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Thank you, Kaz. Thank you, Hakeem. I'll talk to y'all later.
I'm get thanked. That's real messed up.
You always get thanked, baby.
Oh,
No,
stop
man.
it.
Again, my apologies. I'm running through the closing, and I completely forgot, and that's on me. So, listeners, y'all need to jump on me, as I'm sure my big sis will when we close out and we shut it down completely. Yeah, I'm gonna pay for that, but I deserve it. I deserve it. She's laughing, but it ain't funny.
I deserve.
Yeah. So, but it's funny because I don't have a whole lot to say to close it out. I kind of said it before I got to that point. But basically, as I've been talking about before, is my main thing has always been for the last few months is group economics, keeping in mind that the only way that we get out of the plight and the troubles that we in is if we figure out a way to work together. And how we do that is we pool our money together. If I got $10 and Jay got $10 and Ruben got $10 and SY needs $40 or $30, then we give it to her, because that's how you get yourself out of the trouble that you're in. So we implore you to check out www.truthfightersministries.com. Check out the website. See what it is that I am talking about week after week after week after week. I basically changed the whole format of my rant and my closing to focus on that, because that's how important it is to me that we as a community, that we as a people, and that we as a group learn how to work with each other, learn how to trust each other with money. Like, one thing to trust each other, but it's another thing to trust each other with money, because you know how we do when it comes to money. And if we can figure out a way to share and work together, a lot of the troubles that we have can work themselves out. Because the truth is, the biggest thing that we need to deal with is economic empowerment. How you deal with the establishment and how you deal with, the oppression, you affect the money. Once you affect the money, you can start affecting decisions. And so we need to learn that. And a lot of times when we post things, not just me, but when we post things in social media, we get a whole lot of love when it's Star Wars and when it's Lamar Odom, and it's the Kardashians and all that kind of stuff. You get all the likes and all the love and all the comments and all that kind of stuff. When you start posting and you start talking about things that are important, things that affect your life, things that affect your life of your descendants and the people who are around you and the people that you love, you don't get the kind of response. That's a problem. And we need to start embracing things that are important instead of embracing bullshit. Because the truth of the matter is, Kim Kardashian ain't thinking about you. She ain't. Lamar Odom ain't thinking about you. He ain't. Wendy Williams ain't thinking about you. He ain't. J.J. Abrams, who just directed the Star Wars movie that's about to go $2 billion, they ain't thinking about you. You spending your money to affect them. And they getting rich off you. You spending your money every single Sunday at church, tithing and all that kind of stuff. But these people ain't paying no taxes, and the pastors got all of this money and fancy cars and big houses and all that kind of stuff. You got to catch the bus to church. Where's that money going? What's up with that? And so I implore you, all of you, to think about an alternative way. Truthfightersministries.com. Truthfightersministries.com. Group economics. Empower yourself. Also check out RobertaHoskey.com, because she's going to teach us how to build our wealth through real estate. Group economics. That's the key.